Yeah. Look at the alignment of the calendar. 2 stories under the same sun. Let the record reflect the alignment of the date. While one side of the ocean burns fuel to celebrate, the hills of Rwanda mark the day the slaughter had to cease. July 4th is Liberation Day, a heavy-hearted peace. We established the ground. It commemorates the end of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, where the bend of history broke and hundreds of thousands of lives were torn. 32 years of memory since that blood-slicked morn. No graphics required, just the weight of the loss and the sovereign accounting of what survival would cost. They stopped the blade, they stepped into the sun, but the hardest construction had only just begun. One day, 2 nations, 2 different kinds of light. One celebrates the birth of a nation's sovereign might. The other marks the morning they had to clean the slate and pull the living bodies from the wreckage of the state. How do you build a house when the foundation is the grave? What does the independence mean to those you couldn't save? Now look across the water, 250 years, a quarter of a millennium of liberty and tears. The empire is self-congratulating on its birth, ignoring the black soil and the treaties and the earth. We designed a system with a structural defect, called it freedom while we kept the chains around the neck. A slow burn, injustice that we still refuse to name, while the fireworks are screaming to distract us from the shame. 250 and the frame are still weak because we hide the blueprints of the truth we will not speak. We toast to liberty while navigating traffic stops in fear. A century awaiting for the structure to clear. One day, 2 nations, 2 different kinds of light. One celebrates the birth of a nation's sovereign might. The other marks the morning they had to clean the slate and pull the living bodies from the wreckage of the state. How do you build a house when the foundation is the grave? What does the independence mean to those you couldn't save? My daughter asks me what it takes to make a building stand. I tell her every stone must fit the pressure of the land. You cannot force the pieces if the angles are untrue. You start with what is honest, and you build the room anew. But in the 1,000 hills, they couldn't afford to wait. You cannot live in theory when you've looked inside the gate. Neighbor by neighbor, they had to sit and talk upon the very ground where the shadows used to walk. Community courts in the grass, the truth laid bare in cold. No imported blueprints, just the stories to be told. It isn't perfect, no, the concrete is still wet, but they built a single nation where the divisions met. They choose the name Rwandan, they put the hatred down, while we still fight for voting rights in every southern town. We throw the parties, they remember the dead. We count the years, they count the steps ahead. The structure tells the story, if you know how to read the line. Peace to the survivors.